Greetings, true believers. It's your old pal Spider-Man. Hey guys, KJ here for the Shaving Cadre. If you watched my video yesterday, my second video yesterday, you know that I got in a huge box from Chad from his 4th of July piff. Lots of soaps in there, so I'm going to do my best to go through all the soaps and do a shave of the day with each of them. So to start off with, we're going to be using Beehive soaps. Which is one of the soap makers from Utah that Chad has been talking about. This one, this was the one that he said that I was going to get a tub of the Beehive soap, but I got to choose the scent. So there's 4 different scents that they made. And based on Chad's initial review of this one, I chose the Crisp Alpine Stream, which he said was a clone of Creed's Silver Mountain Water. Now, I'm not really super good at detecting notes and describing scents. My nose isn't as refined as some others. So I went to their website, Beehive, to try to see what the scent notes were. I couldn't find anything. There was no description of the scent at all, except to say that it was modeled after a men's cologne. That's all it said. So I looked up Creed and to see what that was supposed to smell like, and I don't know. To me, it's light. It reminds me of something that I had in the past. Tabula rasa had a cream called Light Cream, which super way overpriced if you ask me, but I won it in a contest, so I didn't pay for it. But the Light Cream has the same type of stuff going on in this as that one did, except there's more going on in this, but it almost seems like the base is just that light, creamy kind of smell. I guess Creed is supposed to be reminiscent of skiing up in the mountains, the Alpine mountains with the cold water streams and stuff, which I can kind of get that a little bit. Almost has a, I wouldn't say bright, but it has a light, crisp sort of linen sort of smell. And I guess I can kind of see where the cool water, crisp water kind of scent comes in. But it's really, really hard to describe. I mean, it smells good. It's hard to describe, I guess. This I know is one of Chad's favorite soaps. Puts it in his elite tier. So I'm gonna give it a try and see what's up. Now I will say that reading it on the top and on the side, really big and bold, even bigger than the label that says Beehive. You kind of have to search to see who actually makes it, because it doesn't say on top or here, but the biggest thing you see is shaving cream soap. So my initial thought on reading shaving cream soap was that it was going to be very light, very cream-like. This is hard. I can't press into it at all. So it's definitely not what I would call a cream soap. I think maybe they're just saying it's a soap that you make shaving cream out of, shaving lather out of, I don't know. The cream is a misnomer to me. But we'll give this a shot. sure I got enough, but just to make sure I'm doing a good review, I'm gonna go back to the puck. Because I pretty much need to waste soap if I have any plans of getting through all of the soap that I have. In fact, I'm trying to pare down my den. So, thanks, Chad, for helping me pare down my den. The scent is coming off of the lather pretty good. I don't even have this under my nose and I'm already smelling it. And kind of like I thought when I did my initial review of just a quick sniff off the puck yesterday, I said it was pretty subdued, but I thought it might come out a bit when lathering, and that's exactly what it did. It's a little bit stronger off the lather than off of the puck. This lather is super, super good. Super creamy. Before I get to the actual shave part, I will say that I'm very impressed with the lather. Especially for a hard soap. One of my complaints about Declaration Grooming is that it's a soft soap, which to me, it leads to lathering too much, or loading too much rather, which I guess I just said I don't care about loading too much because I need to get through stuff, but a softer soap, it's just harder to, it's harder to gauge how much you're actually loading, because you're gonna pick up chunks and pieces of soap in your brush rather than letting the brush load it a little bit at a time. Whereas a harder soap, it's all your brush, and you can't scoop any out with your brush. It just has to take time and load it. This loaded up super fast, so it's a great soap base. And just I like the harder soaps better than the soft soap. Basically, is what I'm getting at. So even though Declaration Grooming, I consider that an elite soap, I'm not a fan of the consistency of the soap itself in the tub. So this one definitely is a lot better for me. So again, following yesterday's shave, I'm gonna use my blue tip, which is one that I use for my throwback shave. Like I said before, I don't usually rotate through razors too much. Once I got a blade in it, I pretty much like to keep using the same razor until the blade gives out, and then I'll maybe try something new. But for the sake of the videos and using different products, I have kind of rotated a little bit more. But I've got my Fat Boy, my Mercury HD 34C, and my Gem Micromatic, and then the blue tip all down here that I've been using over the last few shaves. So I'm probably just gonna bounce back and forth between those for a while. But that might get a little boring. I don't like to switch blades between razors, but I may just end up doing that. Because if not, it could be several months before I use up those blades and end up getting a different razor. So my skin's dry right now, so residual slickness is like a 0. I'll take a little bit of water, add it to my face. See, and now the slickness is there, which, again, it just depends on your definition of residual slickness. For me, I don't like a soap to dry out on my face, and that one definitely dried out. But, I mean, you can see I'm just after adding water, I can almost build a little bit of a lather. So there was plenty of soap on my face, it just dried out. So for me, residual slickness is I can go back to my face without hitting any water on it and can still do a pass. But just with that little bit of water, I mean, I could do a full pass here. This is plenty slick. Like I said before, it just depends on your definition of residual slickness. This isn't residual slickness to me, per my definition of it, but I guess if you add a little bit of water, then it is perfectly residually slick. But for the second pass, we're going to go ahead and lather up again. And we'll just do the touch up with some of the residual. So it wasn't that the soap wasn't on the face, it just dried out on my face. I will say, I think it's kind of funny that a lot of people have been commenting on how fast I shave. It's actually one part of my shave that I'm surprised nobody has commented on. But I'll just leave that a secret for now. Maybe they'll pay attention to my videos more. Alright, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of water. And we're gonna hit. So once you get a little bit of water mixed in, the residual slickness is amazing. Which I guess, depending on your conditions at your house, soap may dry out on your face. All soaps might dry out on your face. So maybe my definition of residual slickness isn't right, I don't know. So I rinsed, but I still feel some soap on my face. Now it just doesn't want to come off. Alright, so I'm gonna put on some witch hazel. Let that dry a little bit while I check out the rest of the lather. That's pretty good. Very good. Nice peaks. Very slick. Nice and cushiony. Still got a good smell. It's just a very light, creamy kind of smell. It's really good. It's nothing that jumps out at you, but it's subdued but pleasant. So the lather quality on that was really amazing. I liked it a lot. I guess I could probably call that an elite soap. Just as far as the lather quality compared with the consistency of the puck, I definitely put that above Declaration Grooming. I enjoyed loading, if that makes any sense. I enjoyed the process of loading more than I do off of Declaration Grooming, for what that is worth. The labels are not waterproof on this, so you can see I'm getting some water soaking into the label. So with repeated use, I'm sure the label is going to take some wear and tear, because we're messy when we shave. That's just the way it is. So that could be improved. That's probably my only real, well, 2 digs. 3 digs, 3 small digs. Waterproof label, that's number 1. Shaving cream soap, that's a misnomer. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'd rather see the Beehive be a little bit more prevalent, maybe on the lid, so that when you look at it, you know what it is. The 3rd dig is just scent description. If somebody were to go to the website and see crisp alpine stream, I guess it's sort of descriptive as far as what they're kind of going for, just like Silver Mountain water. I mean, it's kind of reminiscent of, but it doesn't tell you what it's supposed to smell like, what the notes are, which would be nice. But it does smell really good, based off of the quality of that lather. Really enjoy it. So I think I'm going to be going to make a purchase of some of the other scents. I know the lime margarita really intrigued me. There's a bay rum, and then I forget the 4th one. It might be lavender, but I don't remember. But I'm going to go check those out. Just because it's a hard puck. I like having a hard puck. I don't like soft soaps. I don't like soaps that I can put my finger in and scoop it out. Pressing in like a harder crope, if I can press in it, that's okay. That doesn't bother me. But when it's soft enough that I can scoop it out, I'm not a fan of that. So yeah, Beehive soaps, check them out. Definitely very, 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 very good. We need to have them as a vendor on TSC, definitely. I'm going to follow up with some 4711 aftershave, doing this partly for Chris, Gear Noir, because when I posted pictures of my cologne bottles, 4711, he asked about them, so I think he hasn't ever heard of 4711. So this is the aftershave version, which has some glycerin or something in it to help your skin. The cologne does not, but other than that, it's the same scent, which is a very light, citrusy scent, and the cologne is stronger scented. But it's also a scent that's not going to last very long. The aftershave, if you get an hour longevity out of it, I think you're doing pretty good. But that's a good thing, because I also wanted to use my new Honeybee Soaps cologne. So I got 3 colognes. So I wanted an aftershave that wasn't going to stick around, because I wanted to test out my colognes. So this one is called Blue Sugar, and it definitely does kind of smell like sugar. And some other stuff going on. And I forgot to look up the notes on this, so I can't tell you what all is in it. But I'm just gonna... So it's pretty good. I think that would be a good scent for date night. Maybe a little bit musky. Not bad. I definitely like it on initial scent. I don't like scents that are too cologne-y, if that makes any sense. When it just kind of has that generic, cheap cologne scent, which so much stuff does. So it's nice to have something that kind of has some other notes sticking out that aren't just that generic cologne-y scent. So I'll give this a wear and maybe do a follow-up on it tomorrow about what my impressions are of it. But so definitely go check out Beehive soaps. Definitely very, 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 very good soaps. Like I said, I guess I would probably put it in Elite. There's a couple of small digs on it, but the lather quality is what I really care about when it comes to me rating a soap. Definitely strong tier 1, if not Elite. But I would put it equal to the best soaps in my den. So thanks, Chad, for that soap. And I'll get on to the rest of these as the week progresses, as the month progresses, and into next month also. So thanks a lot for the piff, and we'll see you guys on the forum.